And you can really see who has the best little sandwiches. So Sophia's is it's good, but very modest. Whereas other children clearly have the leftovers of what was high tea. So really refined sandwiches. They might not like them, but it doesn't matter. Can't remember how far I have to go in a second.
What kind of room is this or area?
I think it's a short break and they're still in the classroom, so they just clear the tables and then they're just gonna clear the table again after they had their own.
Okay.
I don't know, it's a thing, but so everyone is still mostly at their tables, and there's a few small groups of girls and boys chatting.
And is Katy with something? With someone? Is he chatting with someone, or is she alone?
She's alone.
Okay.
And where is Sophia, our little doll?
He's in the bag, and the bag is on the floor next to the table. And she's sort of popping out so she can see.
Right, I understand, yeah. Okay. So is it the shadow's turn to?
Yes. If you think you have enough, or you can ask some more questions if you want.
No, I think I have enough.
Okay.
I think that the children are having conversations all around, but I know. There will be some children who are sitting with Katy, okay, and they are talking all about. They are repeating things that their parents have said. There is some woman who has done some dreadful thing that her father had died, and now this woman and her sisters, they are doing some terrible thing and are no good. They are no good anymore. They are they are bad. And one of the little girls, whispers a word that none of the other girls have heard, and everyone knows it's a really bad word. And they are all, kind of looking around that somebody actually said this word. And some of the girls there, including Katy, are hearing this word for the first time. And it is very confusing, perhaps, and frightening that the girls are so clear. It's very clear that this person these people have kind of stepped away off of all. It's not just irrespect. The girl is using words and terms that she has heard at home, and all the other little girls are picking it up. So the word whore is spoken for the first time in Katy's presence. I'm pretty sure you already know, but I will. I'm sorry to say, I will mansplain if anyone doesn't stop me. That in Victorian England, women could not inherit wealth. So when the father dies, the women actually have no source of income unless the surviving family of the man, decides to take pity on them. And this is one of the reasons, among many, that Victorian London was so full of prostitutes, is that women would have no means of support at all. And so And that would apply to the daughters, to the wife, everything. It's one of the reasons why they married off the daughters so fast
Yeah.
to get them supported. And because even if you put it in your will, my wife and daughters are to be taken care of. Well, your brother says, screw that. Who cares,
Of
right?
course, of course.
So, so anyway, that has happened, but the little girls, of course, are repeating this in a fashion that is appropriate to, how terrible these fallen. That's another word, fallen woman,
Fallen.
a fallen woman. And the Katie, of course, is fully aware that she is a female, a young lady, a
Yes,
girl, and so the idea that something could happen to you like this, whatever it is perhaps a little bit scary, but also the way that they are talking, this kind of we are talking about secret knowledge and bad words and of these, mysterious behaviors and things like that. It reminds her it's exactly the same as when she heard Auntie Claire refer to her. The same atmosphere, the same way, that same guilty but powerful way of speaking.
yes,
Um,
and of course, Katie looks down on her feet, and she she tried to open her mouth, but silently a couple of times. Luckily, probably none of the other girls will watch her, so nobody, nothing happened. But finally, she's talking to Ophelia, of course.
Ophelia, that's it.
And
Yeah, right. Go ahead. Yeah,
Sophia.
Sophia, sorry.
right.
Okay, and she says, Sophia, why are those girls not afraid that this could also happen to them? Should I be afraid that this could also happen to me?
Tough question. Yeah.
Um, Bad things can happen to anyone, not just good or bad people. So yes, maybe everyone is a little bit scared, but you have friends that can help you. And your mom and your dad and your dad's wife, they all look after you. And I will never leave you.
Uh, no, my dead wife, I mean her fiance, wouldn't. And my mom, she's not as rich as my father, and I mean, this would happen if my father dies, so he couldn't help me, and so could you?
Of course. And you know why? Because I will teach you how to make lots of friends, and friends don't abandon each other. So, how about, maybe these girls are scared too, and that's why they are saying bad things about other people. Like
Oh,
Tom does with you. When he's scared, he picks on you.
yes,
At this point, in terms of the shadow, uh, the girls start finding uh, a way to play with what they are saying, and they start talking about how uh, they start saying to Katie, um, what, are you? And one, they won't say the word, right, the terrible word, but they're saying, it's almost like a let's pretend. They say, well, you know, Katy, you know, you are fallen. You are the fallen woman. And then they all stick up their noses and say, oh, we don't know who you are. We don't know who you are. And they're kind of playing,
Yes, but
but they have
it's cool.
elected Katy to play that role without her permission. And so they're, it's not like they're running away or cursing her or anything like that. They are playing that they are pretending that they are playing to ignore her, right? And almost like practicing.
And
Okay.
okay, and Katie stands on her feet and say something like, "Of course I'm not. I'm not. I'm not certainly fallen. You see, I'm standing. So what? How can I be fallen?" But of course, I think the girl are not interested in what she has to say.
Well, she's standing up for herself anyway, right?
Yes, maybe, but with some tears in her eyes, for sure.
Why don't you ask them to play a different game?
Such as they seems to fancy this a lot. Maybe I should play along just for this time.
Katy, no, this game is not fun for you. Sometimes you have to show other people what you want. Why don't you make daisy chains? Look, there's flowers outside. It's a lovely day.
Okay. What were you trying to get, Sophia?
I was trying to show Katy that you have to stand up for yourself, but also show what you want with kindness. So everybody's scared, and if you do something nice, maybe they won't be scared anymore.
Okay. So I'm deciding is if I'm feeling protected of or Katie's feeling protected or not. I think she's feeling protected, so I drink, and she just say, uh, "Why we don't why we don't make daisy chains friends? So now this way, none of us will be fallen now or ever. No daisy chain maker would be fallen. We could just make daisy chains and sell them." Okay.
What is the significance of me drinking or not drinking at this time?
Okay. If you drink, the saints ends with a nonetheless, like the
Right, right.
past one.
Mhm.
Okay, you can decide not to drink, and you can continue with an however. So it means that what Sophia is trying to do is a success. So we are playing these chains, but however, the discomfort will find another way to creeps in, basically.
However,
Okay.
as the girls all start playing their daisy chains, right? What is the name of the boy who teases her? Tom. Uh, as they are playing with the daisy chains, Tom starts crying from where he has been talking with the other boys, and gets up and walks and sits alone around the corner.